What do you think, Deck?
Oh shit!
What? I think.
Did I freeze for a bit? Because you guys just froze for ages, and I'm like, oh
No.
fuck, I thought we just lost connection.
We didn't freeze, but we saw your reaction to us freezing.
Yeah, no.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Hey, and welcome back to Beer Babies, the podcast journey where we try to find the best beer that money can buy. I'm your host. My name's Will, and I like some beers. Joining me today, back on the podcast, I've got my two favorite boys. I've got someone who likes a lot of beers named Billy.
That's me. I'm Billy. I like a lot of beers, hence why I'm already drinking one of my own.
Billy, did you briefly forget that the camera only switches to you when you talk?
Well, what do you mean? No, I knew that. I know Zoom. I know how to Zoom. Who else have we got today? We'll move on.
Well, you might have seen the camera cut to him after his gentle chuckle before. We got a lovely chap who doesn't like many beers. It's Declan.
Or any. Yes, it's Declan. Back at you in the Zoom pod dungeon. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Your hair's looking nice, Deck. Did you get a fresh cut?
I'm pretty sure it was like this last time, I think.
Maybe you're just coming in clearer, but it's fresh as.
It's probably because I don't have a background this time.
Mm.
Yeah, it was probably cutting off the fade.
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of cutting off.
What are we doing for today?
So I've bought the beers today and it was my job to get them out to you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut right now and we're going to see me dropping off these beers.
Hey beer babes, just Will here. I'm dropping off some beers for the boys because we've got a couple more Zoom episodes coming up. So I thought to spice it up a little bit, I would go ahead and I'm going to hide these beers. Whoops, there's Freddie. I would hide these beers somewhere outside their houses so then they have to find them. So let's see how they go. Alright, I'll try not to dox Billy. Here's his house. So where am I going to hide these? Looks like he's left a bunch of mess out. That's good. And he's got a package too. Very interesting. I think I like up here. He looks good, so I think this one will do just right. Perfect. And this one, I would love to put it up there, but I'm just worried it'll get too hot. So maybe something a little less extreme. Let's see if we can find that.
I wonder where we'll hit the beers. So Will just let me know that there's actually 2 beers that we need to find, so gotta go find another one. For fuck's sake, I walked right past it. That looks disgusting.
Okay, beer babes, I'm here outside Declan's house and I'm dropping off some beers for today's pod, but I'm going to hide them somewhere. See if he is smart enough to figure it out. I think let's put the first one in here. Okay, and now the second one I'm going to put What do you think about there? Do you think it'll blow off? There we go. There we go. Beautiful stuff.
I am currently trying to find 2 beers or a beer that Will left at my place. I can't remember how many said he left here. Hopefully it's more than one, but we'll see how I go. In any of the bushes? Doesn't look like it's underneath my car. Over here. I don't think you'd be a psycho and put it in the bin, but I'll have a look. Not in there. Doesn't look like it's in there. I guess the last place to check is in here. You cheeky bugger. Nice. Okay, we're back for round 2 of me trying to find the second beer, because there is actually a second beer out here. I don't know where he would have put it. I don't know how far down he would have gone my driveway. You reckon look harder? It's not in here. Is it? No. Look harder. I was looking for look at this with the spear. Will's did a good job of hiding it. I've walked past it 3 times now. I have found it. I'll show you. Oh, that was a photo. How do I? Oh god. Boy, do I feel silly. I realised off camera where it was. I walked past this like 3 times. That's so silly, but it's such a good hiding spot. It's like it was right out of the corner of my eye. Wow. Good job, Will. Awesome. Thank you.
And what a great time that was. What did you boys think, Deck?
I was actually quite surprised that I found, like, I came home after William had originally done it, like probably half an hour later. Didn't realise that he'd already done it. I sent him a message like 2 hours later after I'd fallen asleep, being like, "Have you been out yet?" And so the beers were sitting out in the hot sun. And they're not, but yeah.
It was pretty obvious. Like when I first walked up to the door, I saw one under the mat. Like that's easy. But are we saying that you hit a second one? Because you actually hit 2 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find the second one to save my life.
Exactly. The second one for me, we was probably cutting to it maybe. I'm not sure because it's actually a different beer than what we're reviewing today. But we'll let you figure that out, Will. But yeah, the first one was obvious because I literally would have tripped over it. The second one was up behind a light fixture in my house. So yeah, that one was a little bit tricky. You had me walking around the sides of my house like a dumdy.
Yeah, but Billy, I don't know. I think somebody must have moved it because I didn't put the beer under the mat. So somebody has come along, snuck in, as people would have seen from the video of me dropping it off. And so then somebody else has gotten in on this game. I wonder who.
Yeah, look, It's probably the street use. They probably saw that you put it in one of my shoes, and then realised that I would have been embarrassed about how dirty my Converse were sitting at the front of my house. So hid it in a different spot and actually put my old dirty shoes away. Look, the people in my neighbourhood are very kind like that. So yeah, hat tip to the person who hid it in a less exposed place for me.
Well, just so you know, I'm going to cut to that part of the video like 3 or 4 times just throughout the video of me like zooming in on your shoes. So look forward to that maybe now.
Sweet, that's great. I don't know what you're talking about. It was just under the mat when I got home, so I'm not embarrassed by my shoes.
And I'm not embarrassed to talk about the beer that I've brought today because I think we've got something very special on our hands coming all the way up from the colder part of the state of Hobart. We've got a beer from Shambles, which is one of my favorite stops down south. Have either of you guys been to Shambles before?
I went with you.
Correct.
So
you did.
are you trying to start a conversation or are you an idiot? I've been there with you. Declan, have you been to Shambles?
No, I have not. I unfortunately missed last time, so we'll probably have to do another trip or something at some point when this Rona thing's
great
not
idea.
bad.
They've got an awesome spot and awesome like food, like burgers, wings. Just a cool spot to chill and have a bevy. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of somewhere where you can have a beer next to where it's made. And sort of the back section of Shambles is one of like the best displays of that. They've just got nice big long tables and you're sitting looking at the brewery. It is truly awesome. And while we're talking about awesome things, let's get on to the beer. Today, I've brought the Shambles Summer Ale.
This is what it sounds. Open it. Ooh.
That's Chris.
Big ass can, by the way, Will.
Yeah, so they've got the 500ml cans. All of their core range beers come in 500ml cans. I sent them a message today, but their Friday's probably flat out, and I haven't heard back from them because I am really keen as to why they've gone for the 500ml cans. Was that on purpose? It definitely makes them stand out. Like when I was at the bottle shop, that was part of the reason I went for them. Like the big can, oof, get your attention.
Hey beer babes, I did get a reply from Shambles in the end, and they said that the reason that they went for the 500ml cans is because they love beer so much, and whenever they go for a beer, they try to get a pint, and this is the closest can size to a pint. So I guess as you'll hear right now, we weren't even close.
I think it's a tall can because maybe at the bottle shops they put it in front of other cans that are a little bit smaller and you can't see other brands behind it. I think that's why they do it. So next time you're talking to them, tell them Billy figured you out.
Do you think maybe it's because they picked the size of the font first and it wouldn't fit on the can, so they were like, got to get some bigger cans?
Yeah, that's it. Maybe. Like it is like in your face, like Shambles, Tassie. It is cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
I've already had some. So like I said earlier, like I can only like have one beer because I got to go pick up my partner. But if this tastes really good, maybe I'll go get some more and not her pick her up. So.
That's a lie though, because you were already drinking a beer when we started.
Yeah, that's true. But this is just like this is a light beer, and I didn't want to focus on the point that I could be potentially drink driving. I would never.
You're not drink driving because I wouldn't let you.
Never.
Anyway,
this is a mid strength. It's 1.1, and I'm not going to pick her up for a couple of hours. So everyone, Billy's been safe. Let's not focus on that anymore. Declan, have you had this beer yet? Change the subject.
I have had a sip, and it's pretty drinkable.
so while you guys have a bit more of a taste, let me read to you what Shambles have to say about this. Excuse me, as I'll be looking at the other screen. On their website, they say that it is a refreshing, easy drinking pale ale, chock full of citrusy hops. Perfect after a hard day on the job when you just want to kick back and enjoy the fruits of your hard graft. Also good for a day when you've done fuck all and just want a beer. So I really like that. I think that sums up this beer quite nicely.
I think the Zoom just cut off when you said the F-bomb, like perfectly. Like it wanted to be like, yeah. So I don't know if this is like a filtered Zoom or great chance, but I hope that comes out in the final cut.
I think, Billy, it's probably just your safe search settings you've got set on your computer.
Maybe. Every time I go to Zoom, I go incognito mode for sure. You never know.
That's it. Declan, do you feel like that description sums up this beer?
I can't even remember what you said, to be honest. I just remember the fuck off.
Okay. Good. Well, let me move on to the next bit because Shambles have actually just started doing like takeaway for their food and drink and stuff, so you can actually like go in, get some stuff and take it home with you. And they've got a meal deal that blew my mind. And I'm going to tell it to you. And then I'm going to ask you, how much do you think it cost? So this is their 2-burger meal deal. And it comes with, so it says all in caps, you must be over 18 to order. It comes with 2 burgers, and their burgers look awesome, 2 chips, and a 4-pack. How much do you think that would set you back? Keeping in mind that I've been to, it's weird how many bottle shops I've been to this week, but I've seen this this cost between a 4-pack of these, the summer ales, costing anywhere between sort of $18 and $24. So how much do you think that meal deal cost, Declan?
I'm gonna go with $55.
Billy, what about you?
I reckon they'll try and keep it under 50 maybe. I don't know why, but I think it's gonna be like 49.
Well, you were both really close. It was $50, bang on, which I think is actually an awesome deal when you think you probably, and that's a 4-pack, so I think it's any of their 4-packs. And I think this is actually the cheapest one because it's like the lower alcohol percentage. But like that, like
yeah, that's big.
That's
that
a pretty.
Makes me so happy.
That's a sick deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually is, and it's not just a sick deal in the form of it being cheap. It's also a sick deal because it comes with some burgers, some chips, and some beer.
Yeah,
like that's a great package deal. Like I'm not getting the family thing at Macca's anymore. I'm getting this one. It's mature age. There's no kids. Adult family pack.
Do you reckon they deliver to Launceston?
I don't know, Declan, but I'm gonna find out because I just put your address in and they're coming to your house.
I'm the closest to Hobart. Actually, no, Billy would be.
No, you'd be close.
Anyway,
just it's still like 200 plus Ks, so we'll see.
Anyway, this is the argument we needed solved on the podcast. So thanks, boys, for getting into it. I thought it'd be a good idea to give a bit of an overview on summer ales as well while we're on it. So you guys keep having a taste because we are going to get to your reviews in just a minute. But I looked it up and I found a cool bit of information on Craft Cartel, like a beer supplier, and they've got a section on how a summer ale is made. One of the great things about summer ales is the variety in the flavor, ingredients, and techniques craft brewers use to make them, in service of producing a thoroughly refreshing brew. Brewers aiming for a summer ale will genuinely go for a pale or a Pilsner malt to make the light golden color of the beer with a lighter body. Any sweetness from the malt is quite subtle and never gets in the way of the bright, refreshing hop notes. Wheat will sometimes find its way into the grain bill, imparting a refreshing acidity and a little haze. The hops in a summer ale are almost exclusively citrusy, fruity varieties like a Citra, Cascade, or Australia's own Galaxy hops are common choices. A summer ale will give you notes of melon, passion fruit, lychee, orange, and sometimes all in the same glass. The carbonation imparts a clean, sparkling quality, and the finish is dry and just a touch bitter.
Yeah, look, that completely checks out with this beer. Like, it's a summer ale. It's light. It's got that fruity. It has got like that kind of almost floral aroma too. But yeah. That checks out. Well done, Shambles. You've made a summer ale.
What do you think, Deck?
Oh shit!
What? I think.
Did I freeze for a bit? Because you guys just froze for ages, and I'm like, oh
no.
I thought we just.
We didn't freeze, but we saw your reaction to us freezing.
Yeah, no.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Only because we have to redo the podcast. I'm gonna have to have another one, and then I'm definitely gonna have to tell Ellie, sorry, babe, not coming to pick you up. I'm wasted again. Don't want to go down the rabbit hole again.
You're wasted, just like you wasted those white Converse, which I'm gonna cut you right now.
No, stop it! They're my painting shoes. Did you also notice the roller? Did you focus on the paint roller when you came into my house? Because it's next to my paint shoes.
You'll have to watch the episode and see. Anyway, Declan, what do you think of this beer?
I think the beer shoes are really dirty.
Declan,
I'll cut to him right now.
Dirty shoes aside, this is a nice beer. It's very easy drinking. I like it. Billy said some stuff that I agree with. Will said some stuff that I agree with too. Everyone's saying some good stuff.
I think this is a really drinkable beer. I think it's perfect weather tonight for it. Like, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's still nice and warm. The sun's going down, and these are hitting the spot. This is a super, super drinkable summery ale. I think, to be honest, and this is weird now because I think like probably the start of last year, this would have been the perfect beer for me because it's like, it is quite mild in flavor. I feel like for me, it's missing just like a little bit of flair. I don't know, but it is really good. It's really good, but it's just missing a tiny bit of like pizzazz or something. But yeah, super, super drinkable.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. That's it. There's that fine balance, isn't it? Like, you can have a beer that's a nice and kind of neutral in a lot of ways and really drinkable and enjoyable. But in the same sense, if you're looking for something a bit interesting, it's got no flair. It's a bit boring. You're bored. It depends what you're after. I would probably prefer to have, this is probably all the flavor I need, to be honest, because there's still a lot going on. But yeah, I guess it hasn't got that real flair that you're after, but I think it's exactly what I need. I think it's got just enough. I'm just really liking it.
And that's it. I think I'm probably being like hypercritical. Like, it is really good. If I were, say, to have a 6-pack of this, and I was to test it, with the 6-pack test, which is what we do here every week on Beer Babies, is if we had a 6-pack of the Shambles Summer Ale, how many of those would we drink? And I think I'm probably going to give this one a rock solid 4 out of 6. I think this is really tasty, really drinkable, and it's really hitting the spot. I'm having a good time with it. What about you, Deck?
I reckon I would be able to put away 2 of these.
Ooh.
2 of these big boys.
It's very easy to drink, and it's just hitting the spot right now because it's just really warm and it's really good to drink. What do you reckon, Billy?
So, like, normally I give most beers 6 because I think it's that perfect volume for me, but they're big cans, dude. I'm probably like, I'll be absolutely fucked. Now, I don't know if Zoom beat that, but I'm going to be completely toasted after drinking 6 of these. I'll actually probably drink 5, but I'll really, really enjoy it.
So, Billy, do you know if you drank 5 of these, that'd be 2.5 liters of beer?
Yeah, that's still, like, you know what I'm saying then, right? Like, that's a big volume.
That's a lot of beer.
I'm a little dude, like, that's a lot. That's like 25% of my body weight. So I'm gonna just drink 5 out of these, 5 of these out of 6. But
yeah,
it's a really good beer. I really want to try some of their other stuff.
Well, speaking of other stuff, we've got plenty of other videos and podcasts that you guys can check out. So make sure you look at that. Where if you're watching us on YouTube, you already found us. If you're listening on the podcast, on wherever you listen to your pods, you've found us there too. We really enjoy putting out this podcast, but what we like even more is reviewing the beers that you recommend. So if you want to tell us a beer to try, send us an email at beerbabiespod@gmail.com. We've reviewed people's suggestions in the past, and it's always been awesome fun. Just like this episode was. We know the Zoom stuff is a little bit different. It's a different energy, but I feel like we're starting to get our groove, and hopefully we keep getting better as we go. Just one last time, would love to cut to Billy's shoes.
Oh, for fuck. Come on, dude. It's not like, I shouldn't have made a big deal about it.
I also have something to say.
Yes, Deck?
I'd like to cut to Billy's shoes too.
Where do you want me to cut to it?
All right, guys. Let's do it. 3 for 3. Cut to the shoes.
I'll have to find something else to cut to when you say it, Billy, so I'll come up with something fun. But anyway.
Yeah, like pristine shoes that are like just like stock image. That would be great. If you could do that, that'd be awesome.
Well, this podcast has been awesome fun. Thanks for joining me, boys, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya.
Deck, I love how you're repping the brand like right in the corner there. It's sick. I should have kept it there the whole time.